Shock and trouble is so near. Wake up to new reality. Hearts heavy like gravity. Nick is an American son who chose a different path off the map to break and run, and got a one-way fare to a foreign land. Changed his environment for a chance to become a firebrand. Then he got busted at the US border, in jail, dazed and confused, in disorder. Sleep was his only really good companion. Far from home and abandoned, he just vanished. He came on and off to my Bible class. Every Bible test I gave, he easily aced and passed. He wore his heart on his sleeve, an open book to read, easy to get to know, pleasantly so indeed. But one-on-one, he seldom missed. Our conversations would go just a little something like this. Killed 13, but would you believe 3? A new line had to be his marquee, because you see, some say it can't happen here. Shock and trouble is so near. Wake up to new reality. Hearts heavy like gravity.
Gatekeeper here. Got a unique project right here that's been completed. Basically, you got a Texas Star DX350 high drive, and this bad boy was built pretty much from the ground up. The board was already, the board had probably about, I would say, about 75 to 80% of the parts already on it, but the board was brand new from Texas Star. And had a little request to do a fresh build like this, and I'm busy over here, man. I know a lot of y'all know that, so I went ahead and just outsourced the project to my good buddy Mud Duck, and he's sitting right here beside me. He done a dang good job on this thing. I think he only had to ask a question maybe like 2 times. And they were just little questions about where this needs to go and that needs to go, and he done the rest himself, so he done a dang good job on it. Nice little power wire upgrade there, and the only thing he hadn't done is hooked up the SSB delay, which he's going to do here in a minute. He's just going to kind of run them up under the board right there. But anyway, I'm pressed on time, so he hollered at me to come out here and test this thing out. We test the bias voltage. It's bias voltage looks great, and this thing's rocking and rolling. So let's go ahead and let you see what it's doing, and whoever's going to be the proud owner of this, which that's all between Mr. Mud Duck and whoever the owner's going to be. They're going to be real happy, I think, because it turned out real well. All right, first we're going to be hitting it with the bench radio. Four watts RMS. I will demonstrate this real quick. Okay, 10 watt slug. Looking at the bottom scale, the 100 is 10 watts, 20 is 2. About a 1 watt dead key. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right there, about 4 watts. Alright, we're just going to test this thing on high at all times. No need to test a medium or anything. All right, we got this thing on the 100 amp supply on the medium tap, which it ain't viewable right now. We just added this table here. Got some big builds coming up.
It's going between 17.9 and 18.
What, right now?
Yeah.
Well, we ain't putting a good enough load on it. We'll put a good enough load. You got it on the medium?
Uh-huh.
It should be going lower than that. We'll let him, well, we can see the voltage over that. It's floating about 18 volts. All right, so we'll tell you where it's dropping to amongst the whole test and everything. All right. We're just going to leave it on high. There we go. 1,000 watt slug. Get the focus here. Good. That's about 180 watts RMS. Let's take a look at the peak. Good. Already right there about 425. Dang. So she's already, what was it dropping to?
Let me see.
15.5 volts is the drop. Alright, now we're just going to go ahead and hook up the hot radio, which is no problem with this amplifier. It is a high drive, and this radio we're about to be hooking up is going to be doing 8 watts RMS, so we're going to double our input, and that's quite okay to run that with this amplifier, it just will not be okay running it after we switch it to the high tap. Don't you agree? The voltage will be a little bit too high on that. So give me 1 second, we'll hook up the old hot radio. Alrighty, we got the high hot radio hooked up now, so we're going to be swinging 8 watts RMS into it. Just to show you the front working. Look at that right there. Alright, here's the RMS, 1000 watt slug. Or bird element, as some says. Right there, about 220 RMS, which is 100 bird watt per transistor. That is nice. Right there at 500 watts. Alright, we're going to burp it. Do a quick burp, right? Go ahead and flip that thing on the high tap. Well, hey, what was the voltage dropping to just then? Let's do it one more time. 15.2. 15.2 is that just then. Alright, now we're going to be a little bit high on the voltage. We're going to burp it real quick. Alright, here's the RMS. Right there, about 260 watts RMS. Here's your PEP. About 590 watts, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
What is it dropping to? 17.3 volts. Do not run your Texas Star at that voltage. We're just doing a quick burp, which is only a couple of second key, just to show the gain figures. That's all it's about. Put your hand right there, man. Shake my hand. You done a good job, buddy. Proud of you, man. He's learned a lot from the old Gatekeeper amongst the last few years, and I've learned a lot from this scouting picker. All right, old Gatekeeper right here around the Northeast in the Georgia. I'm good and gone. God bless, and 73rds.